Thank you, everyone, and welcome to Sunday and to its beauty. I've been thinking how our lives are so filled with fear and insecurity at every turn. Wouldn't you agree? You never know what will happen to the body because you can't see the workings inside. Only when pain comes or misery comes, then you begin to investigate. You cannot tell when some disasters happen around you that nature invokes. You cannot tell whether it's a fire, whether it's an earthquake, whether it's a tornado, hurricane. Nature decides. And then, of course, crimes. We only pray that we can be safe because you cannot tell the intentions of those around you. And then the negative elements of planets, the planetary forces, because we are held in sometimes challenging planetary energies. Or genes. When our ancestors didn't do the right things, it ends up with us. How they eat, their lifestyle ends up with us. How do we navigate this world without fear? How do we do that? Even the best of us can be bowled over in moments. Even the great Christ cried, "Father, take this cup away from me." It is our walk with the divine. And I don't mean going by an idol or statue or murti and feeling safe. I don't mean holding a thought in your mind or holding a book in your mind, because for some of us it may not be good enough. Or even praying and finding that things still go all right. What is the ultimate security we can have in the human experience? Of course, you know it's God, but how? How? How do you walk with God? If God is your very life breath, how do you align to that in such a way that you feel confident about your every step? That you can be fearless, that you can have total confidence in the power that lies within you, that it will take care of you. Do you have that confidence? Krishna says, if you think of me continuously, I'll bring full protection to you and I will take care of your needs. He says, even if the vilest sinner repents, that I will take care. Do we just trust that? How do we integrate that into our lives? You have to feel the power of God within your bones and blood and spirit, that when you speak, you think, you walk, you act, you can feel that I'm in God, I'm in God, I'm in God. So when you say it, you can actually feel the support coming from inside of you holding you. That is when you're really connected. The moment you hold that awareness of God within you, you are held in an energy profile. In an energy field. That is what is required. When I sing here with you, do you think I am singing? I surrender this body to be an instrument of that power that moves through the voice. When I walk, do you feel I am walking with a body? No. With the pranas I walk. Because I can feel the pranas within me, in my subtle body. I have identified with my subtle body. And if I can identify with my subtle body, I'm identifying with God's power within me. The power that drives my mind. Do you think I have to think for myself? No, I think in God. Do you think I have to love as a human? No, I love in God. Do you think I give you something? I don't. The Supreme does it. I'm simply an instrument of the Supreme. I mean, momentarily, human fear might come within me, but pretty soon it disappears because I wrap myself in that field that is immortal. My body is aging. Should I feel fear when I can't do the things I used to do before? No. I'm staying right behind the body and pushing it, cheering it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We can do this. And when I think of security in a place, I hold a place in God. And if anything happens, I know this is your will, Lord. I'm going to learn something from this. But I trust. I trust in the divine. The feeling I have within me, the connection I have with me, I can only but trust. I don't walk this alone. I walk in that. Fear only comes when we don't walk in and with the divine. In and with the divine. When we don't walk, that's when the fear comes. So what are your loopholes? What are your weaknesses? Do you hold God in you in every moment that you can? Or do you get lost in the world and then come back? Do you get lost in sensory existence? Identifying with the physical body that's aging? That's growing older every day? Look at the hair. Look at the skin. Look at the efficiency of your organs within. Look. It's deteriorating all the time. And it starts after 30, as we are told. And it continues. And later on it gets aggressive. If you don't stay behind it, if you don't nourish it from your subtle being, then what are you doing? You're giving up. No, we don't do that. We're immortal beings. Mrityunjaya. We don't give up. We pray that this mortal year will be driven away. Mrityur mukshya. Take away that fear of mortality. That's not me. Mamritat. Lift me to immortal consciousness so there is no fear within me. The man Jesus walked out of the garden, not in human consciousness. Father, I'll do thy bidding. When he realized the enormity of the task, Father, I'll do thy bidding. He was a different being when he walked out of there. The human fear came for a moment, but it disappeared. Shows the master. You have that power. He said it. Have faith. If you have a little faith of the mustard seed, you'll tell the mountain to move and it will move. Those are the words of Christ. And I love it because when I say it, I can feel his fearlessness. I can feel his absorption in God. My Father and I are one. And he tells us, be perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. When will we rise to that confidence? And it happens when we are surrounded by the right people. If we are surrounded by more evolved souls, more praying souls, more confident souls, we tend to generate that. What do you feed your child? Fear of the system? No. What do you feed your family every day? What are your conversations like? Strength? Faith? trust God. Otherwise, absolute security can only come from God. You cannot trust anything in the world. Everything is changing. Everything is collapsing. You can only hold on to the divine. You know, there's a biblical saying, with God all things are possible. And God has absolute abundance. You don't worry about abundance when you really center in the divine and really trust in your universe and be open to give. Because if you hold something in your palm is closed to even receive. When you leave it open, more comes, more leaves. Be charitable. Be open. When you do that, you will always have. That's what I have learned. Nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to the universe. I have a joy of sharing and giving. Why should we amass property and all the rest and hold on to it and do it as ours? No. Use it as God will allow you to use it. Be a guardian of it. Take care of it. But don't be so attached to it that you become miserable. It's God's property, not us. And God teaches that after a little while, that nothing belongs to us ultimately. So whilst we are guardians, take care of it, use it well. So I just want to tell you how ultimate security comes from the divine, and take a closer walk with the divine. We need to. We must. Have a blessed day, everyone. My soul bows to you.